Here with Megan King after her second round at the Chevron Championship. You went bogey free today, which very few people have done. Nobody did it yesterday. So how happy are you with that?
No, I'm super thrilled. I mean, hole two gave me a little bit of a struggle, and then come down the stretch in the dark. Nine was kind of a little tricky chip. I kind of told my caddy Jack, I was like, yeah, I didn't realize the chip was going to break that much just because of the darkness, but was able to get a good chip in, and that definitely was in the back of my mind on the last putt. I was like, okay, for bogey free, here we go.
I love that. Lots of birdies on the card for you too. What were some of the highlight birdies out there for you today?
On 17, Chevron's doing a birdies for donations kind of situation. And every time I go up there, I'm like, okay, like yesterday there were 6 birdies. I was like, Jack, there's about to be 7. And was like, optimistic and was able to make a birdie yesterday. And then same thing today. I was like, okay, Jack, for the children, like, let's do it. And so just stuff like that. Like, it's nice that not only is like the birdie helping me, but it's helping others.
For the children. I love that. On top of birdies, lots of pars too. So how important are the par saves and the pars out here on a tricky course?
Honestly, the pars are just as good as the birdies. You put yourself in some situations where you are going to have to get a good up and down, and I think that's what kind of we focused on. Like, if we did happen to hit an errant shot, it wasn't necessarily in a terrible spot to be in, and, my dad would always say you got to know where to miss it.
Mm-hmm. Take us through that shot on 8. I know you had a ruling there in the bunker. What was happening?
To be honest, I thought I had covered the bunker, and when we walked up there, I was like, oh, well, guess I didn't. But, I was kind of obviously hesitant to drop it just because you don't know what kind of lie you're going to get whenever you're dropping in a bunker. But I tried not to think too much of it. You get what you get. And, thankfully, I was able to hit a pretty decent bunker shot out of there. I was very happy with it. I couldn't necessarily read the greens quite well, but I think kind of rushing got the better part of me. But I was still very pleased with the shot. Yeah,
speaking of rushing, just called the play for darkness. Did you feel the darkness encroaching on you at all? Did you think about it?
No, definitely. I mean, obviously, coming down the stretch, we're like, okay, it's like 7 o'clock, 7:20, we have time. And of course, I was like, we're on our 17th hole and I have to get a ruling. And we told the girls ahead to putt ahead, and they did, thankfully. And Janet and I kind of made eye contact, and she was like, I'm going to go. And I go for it. Like, thank you so much for going.
Yeah, that's the best. With the darkness coming, how happy are you to have finished and give you like a full day of just 18 holes tomorrow?
Honestly, it was so funny because with the delay, like waking up, we had this whole morning. I was warming up on the range, and Allie Ewing was sitting in front of me, and I was like, I don't care what group is in front, like they better know that like I'm gonna hit into them. She's like, duly noted. And I was like, oh, you're the group in front? She's like, yep, but like don't worry, I'd move out of your way.
I love that.
So I mean, I think we all kind of had that same mindset out there, and for those of us who finished, we're definitely happy. And it's too bad all of us couldn't finish today, but it's kind of the luck of the draw.
Yeah. And last question, just how do you make the most of moving day tomorrow, already sitting a little higher up on the leaderboard?
Just try to kind of stay to the same game plan, taking middle of the greens to some of the holes, being aggressive when I can, giving the clubs. And obviously today, like, it helped having live clean in place, so try to take advantage of that, and was able to. So just kind of feeding off of that and dealing with what we have next.
Amazing. Thank you, Megan.
Awesome. Thank you.